Hello everybody, it is the 7th day of the best of 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. Let me show you the sketch. It is this little guy right here, June 7th. It says Ashley Horton did it. I'm so sorry, I got too many little messages up in front of me here. Ashley Horton did it, or drew it, or however, I guess designed it, I guess is the proper term, right? There's a circle element back here. She's got hearts kind of coming down. I don't know that I'm going to do hearts, and I'll tell you why in just a second. It does appear there's some mixed media here. We're going to have to see a couple photos, and then, of course, little embellishments kind of sprinkled throughout. You know, there's little whatever's going on there. All right. And here's why I'm not 100%. I don't think I'm going to be using hearts, because the pictures I have are when we went to Branson. We found this little scrapbook store. I hate to use the word little because it was actually good sized. It's me and my mama. We're in there shopping. That was part of our vacation that we stumbled upon. So that was kind of fun. And I still have, y'all, this is so sad. I have told y'all this 100 times. I have so much stuff. I'm doing really good, though. I'm not going to lie. I am cleaning my room out. And I mean in a good way, because I want more stuff. And I'm trying to justify it. I cannot find the year on this. It's from Scrapbook Expo, this one is. And it's called Crop Kit. I think that was a custom, or, you know, exclusive for those events. And it's been a number of years. And then I also have this Echo Park I'd Rather Be Crafting by Lori Whitlock. Again, I don't see the year on it. That's kind of unfortunate. But again, this one's not young either. It's kind of up there. Oh, 2017 on this one. I'll bet money I bought these at the same time, by the way, because I'm certain I went looking. So they were together. And then I did pick these up at that scrapbook store. Simple Stories, foam stickers, good stuff. And this is good stuff, right? So I haven't a clue quite yet exactly how I'm going to turn that sketch with these things. But this is what I'm starting with. I'm leaning toward using mostly this one just because I think there's some bigger elements that can work as the hearts. I'm not certain yet. And I don't even know what the title's going to be, except I kind of was thinking fun today. But on the other hand, I have the good stuff. I'm liking this fun day. I'm thinking, I don't know. All right. Anyway, y'all, I need to get myself organized, but that's what I'm starting with. So let me get myself organized and I'll come back on. Talk soon. Okay, everybody, quick check-in. I went through that entire pack and I realized that with the sketch, what I wanted to do was the mixed media. So I'm going to do that. So I did find this gorgeous diagonal stripe, which I love. So I gutted it because I'm going to put this white paper here because I'm going to have that for the mixed media. I'm going to mat the photos on it, though, so I already taped them down. But here's my other thing. I saw my good friend Kristen Foster with Scrap It on the Fly. Saw her recently. Now, she used actually a paper. She had cut the circle out in the middle and glued around the string. I don't have a circle cut out of the middle. I'm going to be lazy here. So I think what I might do in a second is take maybe a little pencil, just draw a little pencil line, and then I'm going to glue my string around it. And that's going to be my circle element. That's my plan. I think that's going to work. It may be a tad big, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. So that is my plan. I'm going to take this string here. Now, this is from Stampin' Up. It's called Calypso Coral. But I thought it went pretty. And it's got the little kind of strappy looking thing to it. So I thought it'd be kind of neat. So that is what I'm going to do after I do the mixed media. So I'm going to now put it on fast forward or whatever and not be talking anymore because I feel like that's a little bit boring. So, well, I guess I'll glue this down first. Maybe not, because if I mess it up, I'll end up in trouble. So I'll do the first. I'll do the colors first. All right, cool, man. Talk soon. All right, gang. So here I go. I'm pulling out this Dilutions, and I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna dribble some of it on a little piece of packaging here. I see Kristen over at Scrap It on the Fly do this, and I really like that technique. So I'm just gonna put my little bit of drops on there and then drag it across. I'm gonna just tell you, I don't think I make my mixed media big enough after I get everything on here, but it's enough to where I can see it, so I'm not going to be too sad about it. I start off here, and honestly, I probably could have brought that pink down on the page just a little bit too, because my pictures, if you remember in the sketch, they were horizontal and mine are vertical, so I probably should have brought it down, but you know, hindsight's 20/20, but in the end, I'm still happy with the layout, so I'm just not going to worry about it too much. So as I said before, I got my photos, I mounted them on my little stripe paper here. I do not know. In a minute, I do know. So I actually did this, and this is kind of where I was figuring out where my yellow stripe needs to go, right? where I kind of go a little bit sideways is a little bit later on. I'll end up double matting that photo. And I think that's why my stripes end up in the, not exactly where I want them. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this pink stripe kind of going. And I don't remember now if I make it thicker here or later, but I have to make it a little bit thicker because I don't come quite far enough down initially. But I think this might be all I do here. I will come in a second on the yellow. I took a little pencil and kind of marked where it needed to go. The other thing I do here is I keep sizing that up and I keep putting in the middle of that stripe. And really at the end, it ends up coming off to the side just a little bit. But you'll see that in a minute. So here's where I'm taking the yellow. And again, this is Dilutions. I really like Dilutions because it's just real bright. You know, they're real saturated colors. I remember when these came out. And forget her name. I'm so sorry. It's on the darn packaging. But anyway, she had such bright colors. Her art was real, you know, real brightly colored. And I love these colors when you need to have them go with the papers, you know. All right, so I figured in my head, okay, this is where I want my stripes. And I will let them dry just a little bit, but I know I want my vertical paper behind it. And then I decide, I don't know if I've done it yet. I'm so sorry. I'll figure it out in a second if I haven't already. But I decide, you know what, I need some turquoise on here. But first I draw my little circle. My little circle's there for the string I'm gonna glue down. So I make it really light because I don't want to have to worry about trying to erase or anything like that. So it's real, real light. And so I'm going to put my glue on here or put my glue on here. So I'm honestly not even trying to be real precious because I know my string's just going to kind of go on there. So I'm just taking my Nuvo glue and I'm going around my pencil mark and I'm going to take my twine in just a second and lay it down. I do lay my glue sideways, y'all, if I'm honest, because I have to flip it up and then pat my hand or, you know, beat it to make it come back down. I just get too lazy to do that. So that's why I lay it sideways sometimes. So I'm going to wind myself around this little ring here. And honestly, I'm going to cut some of it out because it does take me just a minute. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not being precious about it, but it does take me a minute because I got to get it up on the glue. And I'll come back in a second because I make it 2 rings or what do you want to call it? Like I come around 2 times. So I had to put another little ring of glue out there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this glue down. I'm going to look at it. And then I think, I cannot decide. I don't remember when I put the turquoise on here. I'll do it in a second. I get this glued down. I realize I got little glue pieces everywhere. So I pull out a little brush just to kind of brush it off. It's not doing anything other than just trying to get the little glue pieces that I guess I rubbed them off my finger. I really don't know where they come from. But it's little pieces of dust stuff. So I used a little brush to kind of brush it off. I didn't want to hit my hand on it because I was afraid, honestly, I'd smear ink or something like that. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, you're going to go off to the side just a little bit because the sketch shows it that way. And I kind of decide, do I want it this way or that way? I do decide to pull it to the left. But I think this is when I decide, my goodness, I can't decide now if I decide to mat the photo. Oh, I've already matted the photo. That's what it was. I was looking at the photo and I'm going, it needs something extra. It just didn't have enough. So I run off and I find a little piece of kind of teal or, you know, a light greenish blue cardstock. And I mount my photograph. And then I also pull out my blue or turquoisey blue inks, and I believe that's also Dilutions. I can see that in the picture there. So I got that little Dilutions there, and it's just adding a little bit of interest. I think I actually think in the sketch it does show a little bit of sprinkles, which is good. All right, so I'm sizing that up, and this is where I kind of realize, if I'm honest, I probably could have had those 2 colored stripes apart just a little bit. Like that pink probably should have come down just a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it. It looks good. I get this title set here, and I'm kind of pleased because these titles go real neat. Or real good with this set. And I think I told you guys in the beginning I might do fun day or this or that. Well, I end up with just yay. I don't know. Maybe that's lazy, but I liked how it fit inside the circle right underneath that picture. It went with the sketch real good. So I end up with just yay, which frankly, that's exactly what I said anyway when I saw the scrapbook store. I go, oh, yay, it's a scrapbook store. So you know what? It works. That's what I said, and that's what's going to be the title. So I'm going to put the picture up on foam. I'm doing that in a sense because I knew it was going to go over the string. But the string's not terribly deep. So I guess in the end, I think it's just something I like to do. I just put my picture up on foam there and I get that put down in there. Now, my sketch, she had used, hearts all down the page. And I do end up with some hearts. I don't want to suggest I don't, but I don't use like a big heart. I have my couple of elements you'll see in just a second. I'm going to pull out the little clipboard that says It started out as a harmless hobby. I never thought it would come to this, which I think is hilarious because I have drugged my family to a scrapbook store while we're on vacation. And I say that. My husband makes me do things, so it's okay. I can make him do something. And then I find this little clock, and I think that little clock looks kind of cute there. And I kind of in my mind was thinking, well, it's because we spent time in there. You know what I'm saying? Like we spent, I'm not going to say we spent a real long time because my husband wouldn't have tolerated that. But we probably spent 20, 30 minutes in there, which wasn't enough time except to give me a little taste of what I'm excited to go shopping for come convention. So that's okay. All right, but I do find some other hearts. You see, I've got a little floral heart, and there's that little pink polka dotted heart, tone on tone, and then there's the other little light pink heart. Now, I'm not done yet with the hearts. I think I am, but I'm really not. And then I find a few little words. I find one that says Craft Lady, and I lay that over the top of the clock. I will put that up on foam. And then I found So Fun, and that went over the other little heart. Now, she did have in the sketch, there was little words over the top of them hearts. So I've kind of stuck to that a little bit. Then I'm going back through here. I don't know what I've done. I know I end up pulling out some more of these foam things, but I don't think I do it right away. Oh, I stuck that floral over there. So sorry, y'all. It just seemed to really be a little too empty to me on the right-hand side. So I did stick that little floral in there. And then I've actually also stuck a little floral up next to the little clipboard looking deal. Now I've decided I want to put a little bit of, some of the stickers to me were kind of already, what do I want to call it? They were already kind of poking up a little bit. And I thought, you know what? Instead of trying to stick them down, I'm just going to give them some help to stand up just a little bit. So I put a little bit of foam underneath the top part of the little clipboard because the bottom part's, of course, tucked up underneath the photograph. And then I'm going to put a little bit of foam on the outside of the floral just to give it a little bit of lift. And I think, yes, the top of the clock. I'll do the top of the clock. I'll add a little bit of foam up underneath that to give it a little lift. And it's just, again, it's just to kind of give a little interest. It's just kind of neat looking, honestly. And it just gives it a little bit of oomph. And then I'm going to come back in underneath the, I don't know if I've done Craft Lady yet, but I'll put foam up underneath Craft Lady. Oh, here I go. I'm going to stick a little foam up underneath that. And then I'll also put a little bit of foam up underneath the little floral heart. And really, guys, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of offering myself different levels for each of these different little stickers and stuff. When you're using stickers as your embellishments and you don't maybe have anything else, like in this case, I end up with foam as well. But if you don't have any other thing with different texture or dimension, you can just put the foam tape up underneath some of your stickers. It's not so flat. What have I got going on here, y'all? I think it's the heart I'm working on, the little floral heart. And I'm going to put a little foam up underneath it. It always takes me just a second. I do have also a little small pink heart up there on that clipboard. I found that on the sticker sheet as well. The sticker sheet was actually pretty productive for me. I was able to find a couple of different little things on there. Oops, did I forget to put foam there? I guess I did. I decided I needed it after all. All right, so I'm going to lay all that down, and I think this is where I decide. I'm kind of fizzle-fassling around, and I was starting to put stuff up, and I thought, no, I need something else. So I decided to get back on that sticker sheet, and I found a couple of more hearts. They have a little black outline. I think what I was thinking, now that I think about it, is the title had that black, but I really didn't have much black elsewhere. So I decided to add these foam heart outline stickers to just bring in that black in a couple of other places. And it just kind of comes up and down. I do have to move that little pink heart because I decided it's got to be on the left side. And then I'm going to end up coming in, and I'll also find a little, oh, I already stuck it there, so sorry. I took that little gold arrow. I didn't even show y'all. I journaled down there. Well, y'all, this is day 7. Please make sure you check out the links below. We're all having a good time. We usually do. It's summertime, you know. That was the slowdown. Here's the stills. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and check out my Instagram too. I have a daily inspiration there. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.